All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Jovial Pursuit podcast, where we talk about stupid stuff and mental health at the same time. It's ridiculous. How we doing, Brandon?
That's quite the intro. I'm good. I'm I'm good. It's my wild season these days, all the holidays.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
wild season can be taken kind of finicky. Like what you
Oh,
do in
fair
your
enough.
wild season? You hitting bars up, like going to clubs?
No. No, no,
Nah,
no.
this is a crazy time for just about everyone. Holiday season is always
Yep.
rough.
Mm-hmm. It's
Mm.
super heavy.
It's weird not really having much going on for the holiday season for myself this year. Jill and I had a little Thanksgiving dinner. Um
Mm-hmm.
she took care of it this year. Typically that's something I do, but she took care of it this year, so that was pretty dope. But yeah, it was a pretty chill day for the most part. Not too much going on. How about
Sweet.
yourself?
We were at my in-laws. We had a kiddo that like had a fever, and
Mm-hmm.
my in-laws were close enough where basically my wife and I like kind of switched off halfway through the day. Like, all right, I'll be home with sick kid, you be some, and just kind of go back and forth. So
Gotcha.
it was good. It was a great time. Got to,
Uh, Sounds a bit
hang out.
exhausting, but
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weirdly enough, like I don't I don't mind fevers for
mm-hmm.
kids because all they do is kind of get lethargic and
Yeah,
like snuggly.
they just want to kick back.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
It's like the stomach bug stuff where I'm like,
Oh yeah, where it's
no,
coming out of either side.
no, no,
Gotta
no.
run that warm bath, just go sit down. Dude,
Ugh.
kids being sick is a rough time. Depending on what it is, like there was sometimes I would stay home from school and it wasn't really that bad. Like in the morning, I was like cramping a little bit. Let's face it, I was probably just hungry. But then there were the days where I'm like, yo, I feel like death. I'm dying, mom. I'm dying. This is
Mhm.
it. This is it. Early grave for your boy.
Get your shovel. I'm
Yo,
going.
yo, come bless your boy because I'm going off. Just ate watching soap operas too much. Just don't
Oh,
take me. Don't take.
I will say though, there was something about soap operas at times that was like, I don't know what this is all about, but it was.
I never knew what was going on, but I knew it was intense at times.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, why are they
Yeah.
snapping like that? He got smacked in the face. Yo, why? Like it just I know nothing about the storyline, but you're just sitting there.
I remember falling asleep when I was sick one time, and I woke up, and it was I don't even know what soap opera it was, but it was this. There was like a smaller person that turned out there's like this witch in it, and there's like it was kind of like magical and mystical. I don't know.
I've never heard of a fantasy soap opera. That's different. Well, that's actually
I
like
it
Cinderella and shit. Never mind.
no what. Well, actually, it's pretty in line with almost all.
Right. All of those old ones. Yeah, no, that actually
No,
fits the bill pretty good.
no, it was like they like would move between like reality and like some sort of like there'd be thunder and just it. So I just remember going to
What?
sleep and they were like not in their magical place. And then I woke up from my nap because I felt like garbage, and they were like totally different. And I was just confused. Like what happened?
Did you
So
watch two different shows? Like
no,
what?
oh, I'm gonna find it.
Dude,
I'm gonna
because
find
yeah,
it
I'm like,
right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's
Like,
see. How do I even Google this
I don't
right now?
even
Like
know.
what am I what am I writing?
Just like
Mm, soap
fantasy soap opera,
opera
I guess.
with small person magician.
Oh, dude, I used to be so short. It used to piss me off. I'm actually the shortest in my family,
Oh,
and that upsets me because I'm second
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oldest. What
Okay,
the
here it
fuck is
is.
this?
Here it is. All right.
Hmm.
Passions. What's the name of it? That was the kid. That was the guy.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks. vaguely familiar.
I'm telling you, it was the thing.
I might have only seen
Oh,
like one. I'm not.
Timmy.
I'm not
Timmy
crack jokes,
Lennox.
but like now that I think about it, that sounds familiar for real. Nah, I just don't want to punch you in the face.
What? What?
I don't know. I looked up and I was like, yeah, no, still want to do that. I might be wrong, but you still get punched.
All right.
Oh, gotta love those friends though, dude.
Yep.
I tell you what, those are the best friends though. I tell you, because they'll take a hit, but it's like when we get through with this, I'm gonna talk to you.
I'm just. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we gonna figure this out. I'm gonna let it happen, but we gonna figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are good people. All
Yep.
right, man. All right. I got a couple questions. All right, here's my mind this week, guys.
Ooh.
Scattered. It probably even shows in my whole spastic nature right now, dude. I'm just all over the place. All right. So, question: you want a random thought or do you want a dark thought?
Go random. Actually, no. Go dark. I was like,
Yeah,
go
all
dark.
right. So tell me why I was on this weird like little power trip. You know how I get. You know how I get. So I was on this weird little power trip where I'm like stuck in a bit and I'm finding it so funny that I can't stop. And it just continued on. Where I was like, if I were an evil person, it might actually be bad. Where I was like, yo, I might I was thinking, I got on this whole bit. It was Manipulation University.
Oh no.
Dude,
That's
I
such a
had
bad
classes
start.
and everything, dude. Basic gaslighting 101, narcissism 305. You got to take your step up. Now, this is where you learn about yourself in narcissism 305. This is how you best bloom to then take on full provocation 501.
Okay.
Because not blast out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was dark, but I was in such a moment, dude. I just couldn't stop. Now that I think about it, dude, I'm sounding manic. Oh, I'm bipolar, guys. So like, yeah.
Just
For those who don't know,
quick,
like,
quick heads up.
I was like, I talk about it in my personal life, but I'm like, I only kind of talk about it on social media. I never wanted it to be like my whole personality, so I end up like
Mm-hmm.
just giving just enough where it's like, all right, I am afflicted, but I try to like keep hush because I don't know how people do the video recordings of themselves like in a moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where to me that's actually that fits narcissism 305. Where it's like, what why are you filming yourself crying just to put it online? I know you tried a couple times, so I'm like, it just like the mental standpoint of it, I don't quite get. But then
Yeah.
I thought about that and I was like, yo, what about teaching that as a whole course? Just a bunch of these dark moments for
Mm-hmm.
manipulation. Not good.
But
It intrigued, maybe.
so here, all right, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued
Okay.
because like there's something to be learned, I think, from exploring and just sitting with like don't do the dark things, but like
Right.
to
And
learn like, oh, this could this could be a thing. That's
in
not okay.
reality, if you do it right, yeah. And it's about looking out for those sort of things, which you would have learned obviously in school and stuff. I just learned all my stuff on the streets. So I don't know if there's a term for this or anything, but I'm just like, I've always felt like people should know both the good and the bad and like be well versed in it and then know when to use either if necessary. That makes sense.
Yeah, but when are you going to use the bad for good reasons? I mean, I'm actually asking
Okay,
because I don't
so
know, but
this
and I
is how
fully
you take
expect
down
you to have
Walmart.
like, oh, what
I'm jumping straight to the top.
Walmart?
I'm,
Why?
I'm. T- they gotta go.
Do you know how much good Walmart
I
does?
miss the variety of department stores that used to be around back in the
I
90s.
get that.
There was a
I get
plethora.
that.
You had choices. You could be like, oh, I'm going to like Ames on this side of town. But nah, they always have like they're lacking in stuff. So let me go over a couple towns and then that's the good one. But it's like
Yeah.
now it's just down to Walmart and Target. And you ain't got like a bunch of other stuff. Most of the stores that I want to mention are all East Coast stores that literally none of you guys know. Like Hannaford, Price Chopper, Stewart's, all these types.
I do know Stewart's. I do know Stewart's.
You know,
Yep.
you don't
Yep.
know
I do
Stewart's,
too.
maroon sign Stewart's,
Yep. I saw it once.
dude. That's one of the best gas stations known to man. I don't care what anyone says. I don't really rally for gas stations often, but they sell an ice cream there. I've
Mm-hmm.
never had anything like it.
Really?
Dude, it is absolutely the best ice cream you will ever have in your entire life. I want to have it shipped to me and no one will. And I'm getting mad.
I'm
Getting mad. I don't know why I looked at you so damn it,
what
but I'm like
what
getting upset.
what brand is it? Like what
It's
like
their
what
own.
makes
They own their own
Hmm,
creamery. So like
interesting.
they it and that's the thing is like they're only in like New York and Vermont, like maybe one other state. Like they're very local, but like
Mhm.
they have a pigeonhole on that region quite excessively. But it's they sell like their own milk, like comes from their cows, like so they
Huh.
own from all that, and the ice cream. I promise you, it is the best ice cream you would ever have.
Just because it's like is it a
Dude, it's something with the cows over there. Most of the cows
make
like
it sound like they like
products
get
over there are pretty
massaged
good.
it. Make it
Dude,
sound
no,
like you
it's
get
just good
massaged every
grass,
day. Like
good
who's a
nutrients and
good
stuff.
cow?
Well,
Who's a good guy? You
you
want your bubble bath?
dude, that's a hilarious concept for a cartoon where it's like, yo, telling kids about, well, you don't want to paint a false impression for kids, like they're getting treated like that nice on a farm, but like doing a spa day for a cow. I don't know. There's an animal narrative somewhere in there
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, yeah, nah, actually, they did have a show on Nickelodeon, The Barnyard. It was based off the movies, talking cow,
Oh,
pig, and all that on the
I,
farm. He was living a
we
life of
didn't
luxury.
have we didn't have Nickelodeon money, so like
My
there's a
man,
whole like
if you
didn't
think I
happen.
watched that at my own home, I was at my grandma's house.
Oh, I'm saying not even my friends had Nickelodeon money.
Oh goodness. It what we got satellite because the cable companies wouldn't come to my country ass town. So we had to get satellite for the longest time, antenna TV. I
You
spent a
guys need a
lot of
space
time watching
box.
PBS. A lot of time
Yep.
watching PBS. Uh
Also,
hmm.
Caillou. Can we
Fuck
just
first of
never?
all, fuck Caillou.
I
I hate
just
his
saying.
attitude, dude. He gets on my nerves. I'm like, yo, his mama need to beat him. Like, I'm screaming at the TV 10 years, like, yo, he need an ass whooping. I can't say that, but I'm like, he need an ass whooping. He be talking back like something crazy. Nah, black kids could never.
like he just I don't know what whose idea like who ran it through all the focus groups and was like, guys, what do you guys think? And they were like, yeah,
Why was he
yeah.
bald? This kid clearly
No,
had.
no good. No, no, Stop.
All right, I'm not gonna say it, but like he did look sick. I said I wasn't gonna say it. God.
You like leaned in for it too.
We're already here. I'm like, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I'm already down the dark corner. We might as well.
All right, so back to the dark thought was
Oh, but no, people
manipulation
do need to
101.
learn it, just
Oh,
like how to look out for it. It's like, all right, here's my comparison. You know how in Harry Potter they got to learn the dark arts. They can't really use it,
oh
but they
yeah.
got to learn how to like defend from it at the very least. Where it would be like that if I were taking it serious. And this whole conversation, I was not. I was
And
not.
just went down that road.
I went. It was like a solid 20 minute. I couldn't stop. It was dark. I
Mhm.
would walk up the stairs like with the most maniacal of laugh, and she would look at me. My wife, she would look at me just like, "You good?"
Yeah, I'm
I'm
doing
like, dude.
awesome.
I mean, I feel all right. Oh, Manny is a bitch.
Yep.
Oh goodness. All right, question. I was
Yep.
gonna get to the other one, so it was like, which one's first?
All right.
Do you remember your first crush in life? And if you do, what is
Oh,
the
for
most
sure.
vivid memory
Most vivid memory of my crush?
of your first crush in life? Most people have
Ooh.
one,
Oh yeah.
like how they do in movies, like the kid sitting on the bus and he looks back and it is just like a chick who's a grade older than him. Actually, that was my situation. That was me.
I was
It was
definitely gonna be
it was very
that's very
personal. Yeah,
specific.
it was actually me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I think my most vivid memory was it sounds so cheesy, but like
I just shared mine. I don't think it.
dude, it was no, but the reason I say it sounds cheesy is like I remember the moment she noticed that I was there or like that I existed,
I do
and
too,
she was like talk to me, and I was like, oh my
dude. Heart
gosh.
fluttered.
There there is not a drug that can touch whatever happened to my little body at that time. Like, oh, I'm floating.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. All of us, like many of us boys, all have this same type of memory where it's like that first crush, and especially with if they ever like notice you one time, that's for life.
Mm,
Now you remember that for life. Mine was on the
mhm.
bus. Uh, it was after school. She was getting dropped off. It was autumn, right? Leaves were falling. So it was like getting late because most of the leaves were down. And then it was just us. And she chatted me up like until we got to her stop. Mine was like the last stop. So I was like, I was like, yo, we're getting married. We're getting married.
Oh,
Absolutely.
oh,
Mind you,
it's-
dude, I'm in second grade.
oh yeah, it's never like high school. It's always
No,
like
dude, your first crush should it's I don't know if I've ever heard of someone who's had their first crush that late.
no.
Other than that, I'd be like, all right, you're probably just like asexual. You just don't really care for real. But I'm like, it's always, and it's hilarious because the memory is so imprinted. There's some core memories that we all kind of just share, or in the sense of
Mhm.
like situation. And it's funny how that all lasts through time.
Yeah. I wonder if it's come on. No, I don't wonder. I think it's probably associated with when our brain actually has that first hit of what that experience was. And it's just
Yeah.
so powerful of a memory that you
It
just like,
it literally it's a new wire in your transmitters right
mhm.
there. And just like, yo, I'm not going anywhere. We keep this one in the background. Just like a little
Yep.
buzz from time to time.
Yes. Ah,
You
ah.
remember that once? Yeah, that was a nice time.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's never like, I don't know, like those
hmm.
like it's such a powerful moment, but it's interesting because it fuels so many of that, like that pursuit of relationships then, you
Yeah,
know,
that's true.
later on. Such a
It
powerful thing.
it definitely opened my eyes to have that moment for sure. I ain't
Hmm.
never looked back.
Hmm. Right.
What you got, dude? Anything
Which
for
part
me
are we
this
going?
week?
I don't know.
Because there's also how many people are just walking around free. Now we're going with like Dateline. Like, how
Whew.
many people
Wow,
would just walk
you're going
around?
super. What is
God
this like after
damn,
Thanksgiving? What is this after Thanksgiving
so
like
dark.
dark episode? Like, hey everyone, happy holidays. Welcome to the
I didn't
podcast.
even
And
say happy holidays.
that's true, you didn't.
Oh
You're in a
goodness.
bad spot.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Got,
It's a
got
mental
mania.
health podcast. What you want me to do? I can't fake it. It just happens. I'm here. I tried to pull myself up on my bootstraps. You saw me pre-screen. I'm like, I had to do the whole quick dissociate thing real quick and get into it, get into
Just,
character.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd be afflicted. It sucks sometimes, but I've
Yeah.
I've got enough skill um to take care of it. It's just those moments do suck. Like when you're in them
Yeah.
still. And I'm sure that's for everyone else. But even for those who do they're so far in the pit that it's really hard to see a way out. I mean I would like them to know that there is a way out.
Yeah.
It's sometimes that you're not going to be given a ladder and you got to dig yourself out with your own nails. And that bitch sucks terribly. But
Mhm.
you're going to be happy that you learned a way out at least.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the show must go on. That's just what it is, no matter how dark it gets. I just feel like there just needs to be rain clouds over my head. Just,
See what, that'll be the next edit. Just
dude, I tried to wear yellow to like brighten up. It didn't. It didn't take.
no, but I think I mean, I think it's also, there's something good about being, somewhat honest. Like it's a tough part of the year for a lot of us.
Mhm.
Like, and mental health wise, it's like it's a tough world out there right now. And it's like, it's okay to just sit with it and be like, anyone else struggling? Raise the hands. And I think everyone else would be like,
Fair
yeah,
enough, dude. Yeah, if
not great, man.
you're struggling, throw a hand up in the chat,
Yeah,
something
it's
like
just
that.
like,
Because
all
that way you
right.
see you're not alone, though. At the very least,
Yeah.
if we're gonna struggle, at least let's struggle together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Like,
uh,